Believe it or not, your painting business is just like my K5 Chevy Blazer. I'll explain in just a moment, and I'm going to let you take a look underneath the hood of this puppy because we've recently made some changes that have finally solved a 3 or 4 year old problem. Guys, we're in the middle of the peak season, but it ain't like it was a couple of years ago. Organic demand is down. We're seeing it in the numbers all across the nation. Even painting contractors that have their act together, that are doing really good work, are struggling to get the prices and the volume that they have in years past. They're having to be a lot more creative with B2B referral marketing, commercial, etc. And I've been talking to a lot of business owners over the past couple of weeks. I've never had my busy season continue to run into the summer the way it has with people needing help. I've been on diagnostic call after diagnostic call. And people are just frustrated, right? A lot of these guys have been in their business for 10, 20 years. They're not making any more money than if they were working a desk job. They have no equity. Their business systems aren't in place, and it's just frustrating. Still others are trying to start up, and they don't know where to start. They don't know what to do. They cannot see the pathway ahead. And so maybe you're stuck in that position. Let me show you what I mean when I compare, in my mind, your business to this old truck. So why do I have this puppy? I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to tell you about some problems I've had. This is a beautiful K5 Chevy Blazer. It's 4-wheel drive. It's got air in it, although when you've got a convertible top, it's not very helpful. But I bought this thing because my grandpa used to take me fishing in a C10 flare side pickup truck. And I just fell in love with the nostalgia of it. I miss that man, and he was very kind to me and really provided a good role model when I terribly needed it up until age 13. And when he passed away, and it was just great memories of the way the truck smelled and riding around with it and Pawpaw. And so I decided I was going to get one, but then I got 2 girls and a wife, and they couldn't ride in a 2-seater. And so I opted for the Blazer, and I'm kind of glad I did. But if you look here, let me see if I can get under the hood. It's hard to do this and stay on camera at the same time. If you want to look under the hood here, you can see that I've made some recent changes, and I'll tell you about those here in a second. But this thing ran terribly for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Ran great the first few years I had it. And we replaced the carburetor. We replaced the distributor. We replaced the wires. We adjusted the timing. We put cooling fans on it because it had for a long time a cooling issue. We replaced the transmission. There's hardly anything on this thing that has not been replaced, okay? And what ended up happening is that truly it was an internal engine problem. And so I have just got a new blueprint engine with a Holley Sniper fuel injection set up. And boy, this thing's running like a scalded dog. I'm not saying we're through the woods yet. I've got a muffler rattle with the baffler and a few other things. But I want you to look in this thing. Well, there's the engine, there's the intake, there's the brake, there's the alternator, there's the battery, there's the fan, there's the radiator, there's the coolant. It's all pretty simple, right? There's only so many things that can be wrong on this truck. And if you've got a painting business and you're like, I'm not making any money, I'm stressed out all the time, I don't think I could sell this thing, I can't seem to take a vacation, I don't have any savings. Well, there's only one thing you have to do, and that is to change out your business systems. That's it. That's the only thing you have to do, because each business system controls something in your painting business. I'll give you some examples. If you can't write accurate estimates, and if you don't know how much money you're making on every project, or if it's profitable, then you've got a job costing and a production rate problem. If you can't sell your painting business, you've probably got a client acquisition and retention problem. If you can't get the price that you want for your painting business, or not your painting business, your painting services rather, it's because you've got an anemic sales process. If you're having to rely on net new lead generation, it's probably because you're not using a mailed and emailed monthly newsletter, which we provide to our members. If your guys don't seem to know what they're doing out in the field, you probably don't have anything like an ultimate crew leader packet. If you're struggling to manage your projects and you don't know what's happening next, and if you're constantly hustling to pick up paint and do things at the last moment and contact customers to keep things going, you probably don't have a project management and scheduling system. And if you don't know how much money you're going to make next week and next month, then you probably don't have a cash flow projection sheet to tell you. And so I'm here to tell you that if you've got some kind of serious problem in your painting business and you've been trying for years to figure it out, and you hope that maybe this year's the year that things are going to change and improve, but you're not doing anything different, it's unlikely it will. The thing that's probably wrong with your business is the same thing that was wrong with my Chevy Blazer, is I had a part. It was a big part. It was the biggest part and the most expensive part, but I had a part that needed to be replaced. And all a painting business is simply a collection of business systems. One feeds into the other. And then there's a cycle with repeat and referral business, and it all loops back through. And so I'm just here to tell you guys that if you've got problems in your painting business, it ain't new to me. I know it may be complicated to you, and you may look at your business and not know where to start or what to do. But if you'll call me for a 60-minute diagnostic call, I can guarantee you that I can tell you exactly what to do. I can tell you the order in which to do it. I can coach you through doing it with me and my team, and I can provide you with the done-for-you franchise-grade tools to get it done at the fraction of a cost that you'll get anywhere else. So guys, it's the summer. If you're not going to make money now, where are you going to make money? If you ain't got time to make money now, when are you going to make time? Email me, Brandon@paintersacademy.com, Brandon@paintersacademy.com. I'd be happy to talk to you. In the meantime, I'm going to go for a joyride, and then I'm going to go down to the beach tomorrow, because this time of year, when y'all are busy, I'm slow, and when y'all are working, I relax. That's the nature of things. Guys, love you, mean it. I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. I'll talk to you next time. If you ever have a question, ever need anything, just email me, Brandon@paintersacademy.com. Take care.